Hey guys, welcome back to Shep Talk and welcome back to a Shep Talk TV review. Before we get into that review though, a quick admin note. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you can get notified whenever I upload a video. Also, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All the links to those will be in the description down below. Now, let's get to my review of Tiny Pretty Things. Tiny Pretty Things was directed by Samara Rahim, Gary Felder, Gary Harvin, and April Mullen. It was also written by Sonia Cherapotra, Donnelly Clayton, and Michael McLennan. Tiny Pretty Things also stars Kylie Jefferson, Kashmir Jolette, Anna Machi, Daniela Norman, Brennan Kloss, and Sean Benson. Quick synopsis. The Tiny Pretty Things is set in a world of an elite ballet academy and charts the rise and fall of young adults who live far from their homes, each standing on the verge of greatness or ruin. First, as always, I want to say thank you to Netflix for allowing me to review this series before it came out. Tiny Pretty Things comes out on December 14th with 10 episodes with a runtime of 60 minutes. Usually with Netflix screeners, they send me an email letting me know that I have been accepted, as well as a press kit that gives me all the information on the show. But this time I logged onto my Netflix account and boom, a new screener was there for me to review. I'm not going to complain. I always like it when I have screeners to do. Sadly, right now I've been turned down for 2 screeners, so this one makes up for it. I'm going to come right out and admit I don't know a lot about ballet. I made a post saying on Facebook saying I wish I had a friend with me to screen this since she has more knowledge of the subject than I do, but of course with the COVID times that's not possible. But I do love me some movies and shows based on dance, so I thought why not and give it a shot. The overall story is one of the prima ballet students falls from the rooftop of a studio and all signs are looking to foul play, but no one is really talking about it. Now, with a hole in the roster, the madame of the school brings in Neva, who at first was rejected admittance, but now finds herself thrust into the spotlight and has to play catch up with all the rest of the ballet dancers. At first, you're thinking you're going to be following Neva and how she integrates herself into the school and with the students. And at first you do, but this show is more of an ensemble cast, with each student really having their moment to shine and take center stage. There are times where we don't really even seem to see Neva until she pops up again. And that is one complaint I would have against this series, is the fact that when certain characters are rotated out of the spotlight, you kind of forget they are around, and then all of a sudden they pop back up and make some noise. Which then has you going, why are you suddenly talking about this when you have been quiet for a while? I will say this is your standard high school college show, just centered around the elite ballet school. You have all the teenage drama of who is top dog, who is sleeping with who hates who. I will say they do seem to have a fair mix across the board though. And they don't shy away from going too far in some of the storylines. I do feel like they are trying to be as genuine as possible as what goes on at a ballet school, especially one that's, co-ed and working very, very closely together. They also do show the rigors that the ballet dancers go through to make the performance you watch so special. One of the storyline follows a dancer as she's coming to grips with the fact that she has an injury, but if she reports it, she won't be able to be in the performance, and that is pretty much a career ending for her. And makes a decision that is probably not what other people would choose to do. I agree. If you're in that type of high pressure, situation, and you're trying to become the top of the top, do you sacrifice your body knowing that it might, ruin your chances later on? What would you choose? For the most part, the acting is what you would come to expect from a CW show. This is on Netflix, but I relate it to, some of the CW shows that are out there. There really weren't any standout performances that you would find yourself latching onto. I'm sure one story will draw you to a character over another, but really there are times that they seem to be awesome at what they're doing, and then it seems like they forget their lines and are reading from a script. I will say, though, that the performances and even the costumes in this show are really well done and top notch. When the dancers are doing their performances, this is where they shine, which I think is much better than choosing someone that is an actor first and a dancer second. I think they went in the reverse where they were dancers first and the actors second. I don't know. I didn't look at it, but it really seemed that way, that these actors were primarily dancers with, acting skills. Could be wrong. They could be actors and they look really good at dancing. I can deal with okay acting if the dance performance actually has an impact on me, and this time it did. Overall, Tiny Pretty Things is a high school or college show that is centered around the world of ballet. So if that is your thing, you will love this show, but this is definitely not going to be for everyone. If you aren't into teen dramas that you would see on the CW, then I would say there's something else better to watch on Netflix. But if you do want to see some great dance performances, then give this a look, because I think you will really enjoy it. With all that being said, though, Shep Talk gives Pretty Little Things 3 Sheps out of 5. Guys, that is all I have time for today. If you haven't done so already, like, share, and subscribe to this video, because it does help my channel out greatly, and I do truly appreciate it. But like I said before, that is all I have time for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.